Hello Internet! Today we're going to look at this Gigabyte RTX 3080 Gaming Overclock Edition. Customers stated smoke or sparks coming out of these ports. I'm not really sure at this point. So card is a no detect for some reason, and let's take it apart and see what's going on. The number one problem I encountered was the inability to disconnect the fan, and as a result, disconnector here came out with the female end of it, so now I gotta put it back on the board. To prevent this fight in the future, I'll strip away these hooks on the male end of the connector, so it'll come out easier next time. Okay, so what do we see here? We have caps, driver MOSFETs, coils, and a second row of capacitors all have pads. That's great. This one driver MOSFET that's driving memory phase is not cooling for whatever reason. That's rather upsetting. It needs to be cooled, otherwise you're gonna get jerky frame rate at some point. Memory in the core on the same piece of copper, that's great. And everything on the left is making good contact with the radiator, much like on the right. With that said, I have no complaints about the cooling design other than lack of it on the memory phase. Thanks Gigabyte. Now let's look at this Gigabyte turret of bundled wires. Maybe we'll find what's wrong with it, other than its very existence. Here it is, let's take a look inside. I don't see any sign of overheating or burning, but I do see one pin broken off. And that is possibly the reason why this card is not detecting. Basically, if you look at this pin diagram, the pin is a sense pin. Without this pin, card will think that the power cable is not connected. To fix that, I'll basically go and take one of the ground wires and this sense wire and solder them together. Wrap with some electrical tape and that's it. Now let's get some reading in case something else is wrong. 12 volt kiloohms, 3.3 with 20k, this 12 volt inductor with kiloohms, 1.8 volt with 1.2k, PEX 5.5, memory 66, 5 volt with 2.6k, and these two are 12 volt, both with kiloohms. Next I'll check the fuses. First pair of data lines at the front. One more fuse on the back. Pair of data lines on the back right there. Clock reference plus and minus. And PEX reset is looking good. Okay. Let's see how many amps this card will draw doing nothing. And it looks like 2 amps, that's good. 1.8 volt present. PEX present. Memory present. Core is present. 5 volt obviously present. And the 12 volt is coming from the outside. Okay. Let's power on the card and see if we get a picture. And run a memory test at the same time. Great, we have a picture and we have a pass. Now I need to clean up this mess, put the card together and run some tests, which are performing as expected, but I don't like the temperatures. Specifically, I don't like the difference between the GPU and the hotspot being over 15 degrees. That's not normal. It turned out someone had put the wrong thickness pads, causing this card to bow. Hopefully you can see this curve. This causes uneven contact with the GPU, explains the excessive amount of thermal paste as a means to fix it. If you look at the heatsink, the footprint of the GPU is not even. There's good contact in the middle, but not on the edges. Several hours later, going back and forth several times, ensuring proper thickness, and the PCB is now looking a lot better. Unfortunately, I don't have the follow-up footage of the temperatures, but the difference between the GPU and the hotspot went back to 10 degrees instead of 15. And that should be it for you. I'm sure you guys have learned something today, so please hit me with the like button. Don't forget to comment below and subscribe for more repairs. Goodbye.